Yo, Cole. Yo, Cole. You. Yo, Cole, you there? Cole. Hey, bear with us, people. We're trying to get this thing started, having some technical difficulties.
How about now?
There you go. I hear
Okay.
you. Yeah. All right, let's get this thing going. I got something to show you too. It's funny.
Okay.
All right. Let's get this thing going. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Why is that even there? Oh, there we go. All right, so welcome back to the channel. I am Bluminati. Got the homie Kobe with me. This is Blues House, man. And we got more Spider-Man leaks, more leaks. You know how I do. I don't even know why that didn't show. If you want to donate to the channel, you can hit me on Cash App Bluminati, or you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. And these Spider-Man leaks is crazy, man. But what I want to show you is
Okay.
guess who hopped into the comments?
What we got?
Sony hopped into the comments, man.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Sony?
Yeah. Y'all know what's up.
Oh, that's crazy. I saw that. I said, wait, hold on. The official Sony picture said, whoops. They're like, oh, my bad, man. We ain't mean for that leak. Like, they trolling me, bro.
That's funny.
That's crazy. Oh, man. What's up, Sony? Hey, Sony, do not copyright strike me, man. We're not trying to do not copyright strike me. We're just having a conversation, man. We just
all
having a
you gonna
conversation.
do is prove us right.
Yep, that's all you're gonna do is prove us right. Please don't copyright strike us, man.
That is funny.
That is crazy. I saw that. I was like, whoa, okay, we got their attention.
Right.
Got their attention. That's crazy. But yeah, man. Who was this? Patricia. I think that's how I'm
Patricia. Yeah.
Patricia. Everybody's waiting on the trailer, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting on the trailer. Sony, when you go drop the trailer, and then we won't even have to do this. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about something else other than these leaks that keep coming out.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Drop that trailer, man. But let's talk about these leaks. Let me see. Because you showed it to me. I read it or I listened to it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was real crazy, man. But I'm taking it with a grain of salt. I don't know, how much of that is fan fiction or how much of it is true. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It could be an amalgam. You know what I'm saying? Because we've had so many leaks, and
Somebody
it's
just put it together real
right.
cleverly and make it sound really
Right.
nice.
Sound real nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It says the film opens. All right, look, if you don't want to know about it, before I continue, this is kind of like a little leak or a spoiler, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead, leave before I start getting into it. But yeah, so that's that. That's my disclaimer. It says the film opens immediately after aftermath of Far From Home. Peter as Spider is on the run and ends up surrounded by SWAT. And police helicopters atop the Statue of Liberty. Peter escapes using the helicopter to swing back to the city, hides out in the back of I don't know what a feast truck is, removing his mask in exhaustion as he rests on this pile of clothes he's sitting on. Marvel Studio intro plays, cut to the Bugle.net bulletin with JJ recapping Far From Home. Some new Beck footage. Here's a leak mentions the new cap shield on the Statue of Liberty, which is a gift from Wakanda and the show support of Sam Wilson as Cap, which is followed by what? That doesn't make sense.
Let me jump in real quick. You said the feast truck. That's the homeless shelter, the feast center.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. Does this new cap shield on the Statue of Liberty as a gift from Wakanda? Does that make sense?
Nope.
That don't make sense. They already gave Sam his new suit. They, you know what I'm saying? They already the shield. So is this a big giant vibranium shield they put on the Statue of Liberty?
Right.
That makes no sense. They wouldn't just give vibranium away because especially America just take that down, melt it, and figure out how to use it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that right there makes no sense. You know what I'm saying whatsoever. It says where am I at? Statue of Liberty, Wakanda, which is followed by a scene of Peter in court. He is being defended by Matt Murdock, played by Charlie Cox, who was trying to convince the jury that Peter Parker is not Spider-Man. They don't appear to be trying to prove that he's not innocent, but that he's just Peter. The court is adjourned for the day, and Peter speaks with Matt, May, and Happy. As they exit, we see various Mysterio supporters protesting in front of the courthouse, along with people who believe that Peter is being framed. Peter meets Ned and MJ at a bakery they work at. They discuss the identity reveal and show Peter a Midtown High news video that was made discussing the topic. Flash is shown denying that Penis Parker could never be as cool as Spider-Man before starting to cry and telling them to stop filming. Like I said, that right there, that part I could see making sense. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some MCU or sounds like some MCU writing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Then it goes into Peter has a nightmare about Beck goading him about winning and how this will destroy everything Peter has. Gyllenhaal returned for this one scene. Peter shoots awake. He goes for a nighttime swing to Ned's house. Ned's mother lets him in, and Peter speaks to Ned about his concerns regarding how this is affecting their friendship and his relationship with MJ. But Ned promises Peter that they both have his back. That right there also makes no sense. So this is in the middle of the night. Peter swings by. This is nighttime now.
Right.
Goes to Ned's house. Mom lets him in. Yeah, come on in, Peter. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Come on in. Come on.
That doesn't sound right. That sounds kind of made up.
The next day, Peter arrives at the courthouse with Matt, Happy, and May. Meeting Ned and MJ at the door, they suddenly overwhelmed by a group. Did I already say that? No. This is more. Suddenly overwhelmed by a group of Mysterio supporters, Peter tries to get everybody out of there without using his powers, but struggles until he's transported to the Sanctum Sanctorum with Ned, MJ, Happy, and May. Strange appears in his astral form and tells Peter that there's a multiversal threat he's dealing with individuals being taken from their home world. So why did Strange just interfere right then and there?
It doesn't make sense. Like that's what I'm saying. Like because this conflicts with what the actors have even said about how this movie's supposed to open.
Right.
Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that makes no. So he just they're being overwhelmed. by a mob of Mysterio supporters, and then Strange says, "Oh, let me get them out of there."
Yeah.
Like, why?
Why?
All right, so says he's dealing with great threats from these. When Strange leaves, Peter, Ned, and MJ explore the Sanctum and come across a door which leads to the multiversal holding, in which Strange is keeping multiverse stowaways. Says the CGI is unfinished here, but the script details multiple beings from across the Marvel multiverse are among those shown, including Melina as Octavius and Fox as Electro. Ned engages with them and they recount their deaths from their respective movies and claim that they want fresh starts in the MCU. This resonates with Peter, who rashly decides to let them go. He is then attacked by Ock. When Doctor Strange appears to protect Peter, Electro attacks Strange, who holds back a tenuous blast of lightning while Otto escapes. Electro redirects the lightning to the ceiling and follows Otto while Strange protects Ned and MJ from the bridge. All right, I got a question.
Okay.
Where's the TVA during all of this?
Right.
We know that because what Strange is doing is he's creating variants. Am I right? Or is it just because he's okay? Because this goes into saying that they recount their deaths. If they're dead, how are they being? They're dead. You know what I'm saying? I can't wrap my mind around if they're dead. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they're dead. How are they alive, but they can recount their deaths? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, another thing that I don't understand, and this is the big question that I keep having about Doctor Strange in general.
Mm-hmm.
How is he traversing the multiverse? How is he this powerful all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, right? Mm-hmm.
Right, you know, like without the time stone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because at this point he doesn't have it. So
yeah, he shouldn't have it. Right.
Right. Or does he get it one back before then?
He can't. The original stones has all been destroyed. They had to go and put each individual, because that's another thing too. If he has a stone, that means he took a stone out of time.
Right.
Which would mean that unless this is supposed to happen, I just hate that this is supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. Even though what you said, it makes sense what you said, but it doesn't to me or unless it's just more nefarious stuff going on with it's supposed to happen type situation. Like, because the way I'm looking at the time stream now, like they said, they had the multiversal wars with the time stream or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just the sacred time stream, which means that this is the time stream that Kang wanted, right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So when he says it's supposed to happen, meaning all those events leads up to, like you said, either my birth or it leads up to me conquering the universe or the world or whatever like that. So this is out of all the time streams. This is, you know how Strange was doing the whole going through time and seeing that this is the only way that we could beat Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing that Kang did, but he did it from looking from the outside in,
right?
As Strange did it from the inside out, kind of. If you understand what I'm saying,
right?
That's the only thing that makes sense when it comes to this is what the Avengers did was supposed to happen, and stuff like that, man. Where am I at? Okay. Peter leaves the Sanctorum suited up and attempts to chase them. When Paul Giamatti's Rhino attacks, rampaging down the street, he attempts to take him down in the sequence that can only be described as a destructive bull ride and is almost at Rhino's mercy until a manhole cover crashes into him, knocking him over. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man enters the fight and bounces with Rhino and Peter before the two decide to use the Empire Strikes Back method together to take him down. And that's the end of Act 1. Then we're going to Act 2. MCU Peter and Andrew's Peter regroup and introduce themselves to each other. They have an instant connection and start to geek out about each other's web shooters and express confusion about why Andrew is here until Strange transport them back to the Sanctum and sends Rhino to the multiversal prison. He explains the multiverse to the two Peters and says he brought Andrew's Peter in to help MCU Peter track down the escaped villains, as Strange is too busy with a greater threat to hunt them back down. The scene ends with May, Ned, and MJ walking in on the two Peters and expressing confusion. Tom's Peter asks where they should start looking. All right, this great threat that Strange is dealing with, to the point to where he has to go and pick out another Spider-Man. Like, why is he picking? Why another Spider-Man? Why not go get another Strange?
It doesn't, like I said, it just doesn't make any sense as to why he is even involved.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Like you said, why would he pull? Why would he? How would he know to go pull another Spider-Man from the multiverse?
right.
It doesn't explain that. Like this, like I said, it's all assuming that this Doctor Strange is the Doctor Strange that from the comics later on when he becomes what I'm saying, the Sorcerer Supreme. This is not that Doctor Strange yet. I don't understand why everybody keeps assuming that this is what we're going to get. I feel like he's still kind of
in fresh,
right.
Yeah, it sounds dope, but it makes no sense.
Nope, not from a story aspect.
From a story aspect, it makes no sense. It's a lot of, like you said, clever writing, disguised as maybe an MCU leak or something like that. But
yeah, it sounds like cannon fodder.
Yeah, a little bit.
To throw people off.
That's that. Look, what did Sony hit me with? Whoops. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Let me see. Ock and Electro shown entering an abandoned Oscorp facility, and we are met by. Okay, wait. Ock and Electro. Do we have Oscorp yet?
Nope.
So where are we getting an abandoned Oscorp facility from?
And I the next part you're about to read really doesn't make sense. Go ahead.
All right. Ock and Electro shown entering an abandoned Oscorp facility, and we are met by William Dafoe's Norman Osborn. Osborn claims to be one of many who will hold a grudge against Spider-Man for killing him. He recounts his death from Spider-Man 2002 and offers the villains not only a way to get revenge on their spiders, but a chance to stay in the MCU forever. Here's revealed that Otto is actually the tentacles taking control of Ock's consciousness while he was at the brink of death. Electro and Ock agree to Norman's plan and join forces with him. You want me to keep going?
No, but that's the thing. That whole scene doesn't make sense.
Right. Where did William Dafoe come from?
Right. He's just there all of a sudden. No, that's not how these movies work. The people can't just be there all of a sudden.
Right.
They have to have been, at least have to be shown how they got there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Right. I agree. It just, like I said, it doesn't flow well as for a movie just to see somebody like that, for somebody to just appear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where have you been the whole time?
Right. And then this claim, about I'm trying to get revenge for Spider-Man killing me. Where the hell did you come from in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're dead, how did you get here?
Right.
You're dead. Unless, it goes back to, like I said, about the one and if one
consciousness
dies, it goes, it could the other times, people from the different time can feel it or something like that, to recall. But that makes no sense. Okay, I'm dead, I'm gonna hold a grudge because he killed me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, you're dead. I mean, how can you recount your death and be here at the same time? I'm lost on that one.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm totally lost on that one. And then like the Otto tentacles taking over Doc Ock's consciousness. Yes and no, but what are the tentacles?
Wouldn't stop him from drowning.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Is this body dead? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's keep going. Says the two Peters talk about constants on their universes in an attempt to figure out where Electro went and have a conversation which mentions Andrews, Gwen Stacy, and Uncle Ben, while Peter mentions Tony and his Ben before quickly moving off the top. Stark. Yeah, Tony Stark. When Andrew claims that there's no Tony Stark in his world, that Oscorp is the industrial giant of his world, MJ brings up the existence of Oscorp in the MCU and shows the Peters an article stating Oscorp Industries has purchased Avengers Tower and is the first non-Stark company to have access to the arc reactor power. When Peter explains to Andrew that what an arc reactor is, Both assume Electro is going to go after the reactor and head to the tower. They are proving. Wait, hold on. Wait. We don't have an. Do we have a? Is Oscorp in?
Nope. Nowhere. Nowhere.
We don't have an Oscorp in the MCU.
Nope.
Yeah. No, I'm not seeing an Oscorp in the MCU.
That's where I feel like this is the leaks don't make sense. You can't just say that Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin or Norman Osborn is going to be just in this movie for no reason. You can't just say that he's already here for no reason. It's got to be that it's an MCU version of him.
Of him, right.
And that's his consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Their consciousness. Right. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Just not adding up. Not adding
right.
up.
Right.
And
I feel like it's, like I said, I feel like it's going to be different actors. I really do strongly.
I believe so too. I think so too. I think they're going to end up getting maybe locked up or something like that, and the others taking over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The Lizard and Electro or whatever.
Right.
It says they're proven right when they encounter Electro attempted to break into the tower. A brief fight commences between the Peters and Electro before they're interrupted by the president of Reese Ivan's Lizard. MCU Peter chases after Electro, who has entered the tower's power supply to find the arc reactor. Oh, excuse me. While Andrew has a rematch with Lizard, MCU Peter chases Electro to the river where the arc reactor sits. Peter watches as he absorbs the arc reactor energy and is blasted by a mega charged Electro. I could see him removing the arc with his tentacles before he and Electro escape. Andrew is struggling to fight Lizard, who he remarks is a lot stronger than last time. When Peter rejoins the fight, ultimately Lizard escapes, and the Peters quip about not being used to fighting so many super villains at once. Peter just went up against Thanos' whole army. What is he talking about, man? Like,
right.
I'm not used to fighting this many people. You just took on the whole Thanos' whole ship.
And that's the thing. In Civil War, he fought.
Yeah, he fought
half
half the Avengers. Yeah, come on, man. Whatever. And that's not a lot of bad guys anyway.
Nope.
You had Lizard, Doc Ock, and Electro.
At this point, when you have two Spider-Men, that's not a lot.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
There's stories where Spider-Man fights all six of them by himself at one time.
They tripping.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, they tripping, man. They tripping. Says Ock brings the reactor back to the Oscorp facility. Electro remarks on the power it generates. Osborn tells Electro to overpower it, which creates a brief rift in reality. Lizard returns, informs Osborn that the Peters are defeated but not dead. Upon hearing this, Osborn tells Ock that it's time to get to work, and they begin finishing a device Norman created to channel the arc energy into creating rifts that let them travel the multiverse at will. Let's break this. Okay. When Tony it wasn't Tony. When Ant-Man or the original Ant-Man created what he did, that wasn't an arc reactor. That was using PEM particles.
PEM particles, yeah.
Then Tony created a more stable version of that van, but they still used PEM particles. So are now PEM particles out of the way, and now you could just open rifts up into different realities or different. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I guess what they're trying to with that, they keep pulling that device that they're trying to create. So at this point, they're trying to pull from the cartoon storyline where the Green Goblin has the interdimensional accelerator.
Okay.
That he got from the Hobgoblin. They keep pulling from that because that rumor keeps floating around about Ned being the Hobgoblin. Right. So that's why like I said, that's why I don't feel like these leaks make any sense.
No,
it feels like fan fiction.
Yeah, it's a little fishy to me. A little fishy.
Right. It feels like fan fiction.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll finish it. I'll come back to this thought at the end.
Okay. Since
Mm-hmm.
Peter and Andrew sit at the rooftop and talk about their failings as Spidey, Peter brings up the ferry incident, Tony's death, and Mysterio's victory in relation to his freeing of the villains and how he keeps making mistakes that caused him. Andrew speaks about Captain Stacy. Oh yeah, the father, Captain Stacy, Connors, Harry, and Gwen, and how being Spider-Man comes with the cost, but they have to keep doing the right thing with their abilities regardless. The conversation takes a lighter turn as the heroes discuss the ways they've used their powers for everyday stuff. Andrews Peter makes a comment about web swinging to beat the traffic to work. The two are interrupted by an earthquake as Osborn is testing the multiversal rift device. He sends Thomas Hayden's church's Sandman through the rift, claiming that he's going home. Sandman steps through, but before the others can enter the rift, the two Spideys show up to stop him. They engage in a fight with Ock and Lizard, while Electro struggles to contain the arc energy. The rift becomes chaotic and drag in the two Spideys along with Lizard. The Spideys are flung into the street while Lizard isn't seen landing as the rift closes. Osborn, Ock, and Electro watch the rift close on their end. The facility is in ruins. Osborn comments they need a larger conductor as his eye is drawn to the poster of the new Statue of Liberty. Why is Sandman there?
No, makes no sense.
Sandman, yeah, what? And why is he taking direction from them? Sandman didn't die.
Nope.
Why is he a multiversal threat? Why is he even doing anything? His character was not villainy.
Nope.
It was misunderstood or you know what I'm saying, stuff like
right.
that. Not
right.
Villainy.
Nope. Not to this point.
Yeah, not to that point. All right, Caleb says, I think PIM particles are only for travel through the quantum realm. There are probably other ways to travel through time in the multiverse. Yeah, I agree. They're making it so easy to cause these multiversal rifts. You know what I'm saying? At least we, with Avengers and what Tony did or what Ant-Man did, we got an actual MacGuffin. Like, this is just easy. Get the arc reactor overpowered and boom, we can travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be something more complex than that. If that was the case, Iron Man would have been traveling through time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I brought up PIM particles, because got to give us something else. This got to give us something else. These the last two, because all they got is the first two acts. Well, I guess the prologue of the first two acts on here. So it says the two Peters come to and check in on each other before they're attacked by Sandman, who is largely in human form here using sand weapons. They struggle to fight him as he manages to slip through every grasp until he's knocked down by a large blast of water. He melts into the drains on the street with the Peters watching until they look towards a nearby fire hydrant, which appears to have been bent towards Spider-Man with brute strength. They approach and find a note attached to it by a web. I can't remember it exactly, but it was an address in Forest Hills labeled home. Okay, wait. Where are we at? Are we still in the MCU?
It doesn't say.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't say. It jumps around a lot.
Yeah. Hola, de la Nacho. Hola, salud. All right. It says the Peters arrive at a house in Queens wearing civilian clothing. They discuss possibilities of who the note could be from, including alternate Earth SHIELD agents from MCU Peter, to which Andrew responds with a shudder. They knock on the door, which opens to Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson, who invites them in. She hands them cocoa in the living room while a Remy-verse J. Jonah Jameson rants on the TV about Quest Aerospace merging with Stark International. Mary Jane remarks that he'll be down in a second. The Peters share a look before a man enters the room and sits on a chair in front of them. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker. He remarks, "So who are you guys?"
Nope.
That's weird.
Nope. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's weird. That is real weird. Caleb says, yeah, I get that. It feels like later seasons of The Flash. It started out they could only travel to different Earths via Cisco. Then Cisco invented pocket breaches that could be used at any time. Yeah, it's just too simple. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just far too simple. I'm trying to understand and wrap my head around it. Let's talk about these last two.
Okay.
So I guess the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man sprays Sandman with the fire hydrant and then just disappears, and then it leaves a note. they go to the home, Peter's home, and he asks, "Who are you guys?" Like, what?
Right.
You know
Why
what I'm
why
saying?
would that make any sense?
Why didn't he just address them there? Because that's what Spider-Man would do. Spider-Man would address you right then and there. He wouldn't be secretive. It's two Spider-Man fighting Sandman, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would have been, it would have been that meme. You know how they would both point at each other? That meme
Yep.
would have actually been played out. Like, who are you?
Uh-huh.
No, who are you? Because that's what Peter Parker is. He's as his curious as he is, he would investigate that, but it would be quippy and funny. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They
Like
would
to
have a
me,
banter.
right? To me, that would be an opportunity for jokes to happen. If you understand what I'm saying.
That plays right into the MCU because that meme is pretty popular, and
Mhm.
that's why kids will be watching this. They'll notice that
Right.
if they weren't capitalized on that, oh, that would be completely a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
They know that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
know that.
Exactly. But yeah, that's the end of Act 2. That's all that the leak is. Um, but yeah, grain of salt, man. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. What
Okay.
you got?
Okay. So my main qualm with this, and this is what I keep my main qualm with the entire thing
Mhm.
is that these villains are here causing trouble.
Right.
I
Mhm.
don't think they're here causing trouble. I think they're here, and it's like, um, it's more like things are happening behind the scenes.
Okay.
I don't think Norman Osborn is, out trying. I think there's aspects of this story that could be true,
Mhm.
like he's trying to figure out how to, you know, dimension hop, but I don't think that he's just gonna be like a bad guy up front because
Norman? Who you talking? Norman? Okay.
Norman,
Uh-huh.
yes, that's the one I feel like I have the most problem with him being a bad guy up front. But just because of the fact of think about in the background what they're setting up. If they're making an MCU Norman Osborn,
Right.
um, there's no, and we know that there's kind of a Thunderbolts team kind of floating around. There's no
Mhm.
Iron Patriot.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So Norman Osborn, okay, he would have to do something. He has to be established first in this continuity.
Right.
They're not just going to throw. Oh, well, here he is. You know who he is because people won't understand that. That's why like I said, they tease characters and tease characters. So
Mhm.
I feel like we might get all these other characters might be bad. Yeah, they might be willing to waste them. But as far as Norman Osborn, nah, he's gonna be a goody two shoes, public figure, you know, that might even speak on Spider-Man's behalf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
On Peter's behalf or something like that. Because
right,
he's more
right,
he's manipulative. And he
right.
wants to do the deed himself anyway.
I'm thinking like the mayoral type,
Mhm.
I'm saying Norman Osborn. I'm thinking Norman Osborn from the Spider-Man video game storyline.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
You
it's
know,
these. Let me go back to it. These leaks, man. It's
yeah, just I see it just seems like a
I want
misdirect.
to
All of
go
phase
back to
four
this.
is
This
all
yeah.
of
It
phase
all
four
face.
is
Yeah.
sleight of hand, misdirection. Watch this while I do that.
Right.
That's
And you said that with the TV series that they're doing.
right.
everything is about chaos and sleight of misdirection and sleight of hand.
Right.
Everything in
People
these.
doing things in the background while there's a main
Yeah.
story going on.
Right.
Right.
Right. I want to take it back to this cap shield on the Statue of Liberty being a gift from Wakanda in support of Sam Wilson as Cap. Why?
Yep. Makes no sense.
They already in support of Sam Wilson as Cap. They made him a suit.
Right.
Um, But I don't even think that they're really in support of, you know what I'm saying? Like the last, yeah, it was a favor that was done, but what she said, don't ask me no more favors because we kind of done with y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of totally reversing or going against what we saw in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is America's last favor. We'll make him this suit, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They was ready to confiscate the shield. You know what I'm saying? Like they was ready to take the shield. But now, oh yeah, we're in support. Yeah, you go, Sam.
Nope. Nope.
How do you feel about the courtroom scene with a quick, I guess it's a quick appearance of Charlie Cox, you know what I'm saying, being Matt Murdock? I guess that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Just have him in just to let you know that Matt Murdock exists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could buy that. I don't know that I don't know, man, because that still seems kind of fishy to me.
Uh-huh.
It still seems kind of fishy to me. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't make sense as to why he, like I said, the leak doesn't make sense. If Strange pulled them out of, oh well, he pulled them out of the Mysterio supporters outside of the courthouse,
Right.
Pull him out of a situation like that. Okay, if he's watching him, oh, he's surrounded by SWAT, police, they're chasing him of the Empire State Building. Why not pull him out there? Hey, you're in trouble. Pluck.
Right. Yeah. Like Strange, Strange, you're all powerful now for some, you know what I'm saying? Out of the blue, you're just pulling. Why are you pulling people out of what is going on? We got it. This is, I guess that's what my issue is. What the hell is going on? Right? Multiverse of Madness comes after Spider-Man, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4 months.
So, and this leak is saying that he's chasing this big threat that's going on. What is the big threat? You know what I'm saying? Is it Shumagorath already? Is it is it Kang already? Oh, you know what I'm saying? And why is Strange doing is Strange, because he's not the keeper of time anymore. He's not the ancient one. He doesn't have, I know he still has the pendant, but shouldn't nothing be inside of that pendant?
Right.
There's no time stone inside of that.
I'm gonna look at something real quick.
I'm just confused into what's going on here. What's the big threat? And this big, why are you chasing this big threat, but at the same time pulling only Spider-Man characters out of the multiverse? What does Spider-Man have to do with the multiverse? I guess is what my question is, because we're only dealing with Strange is only plucking out Spider-Man villains.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What big bad in Spider-Man? How is Spider-Man involved? I guess that's the question. How is Spider-Man involved? And then do they go through this? Okay, it's a portal. Let me see. Maybe that's what I missed. Need a larger conductor. Earthquake. But before the others can enter the rift, the two Spidey show up to stop them. They engage in a fight with Ock and Lizard while Electro struggles to contain the arc energy. The rift becomes chaotic and drag into two. Okay, so Andrew and Tom get dragged in with along with Lizard into Ramiverse. That's what happens, and that's where. So Sandman, why? Okay, so Sandman is already there. It just he sends Thomas. Okay, he sends Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman through the rift, claiming that he's going home. Sandman steps through before the others can enter the rift. Okay, so Sandman is already on the other side, right?
Okay.
The two Spider-Man and Lizard, they fall through the rift also. Rift closes, right? Okay. The rift closes on their end. The facility is in ruin. Osborn comments they need a larger conductor as his eyes drawn to the poster. So Norman Osborn is stuck in the MCU along with Ock and Electro.
Mm-hmm.
The two
Okay.
Spideys are in Ramiverse along with Lizard and Sandman. Peter, Ramiverse is Peter shows up. Tobey Maguire sprays water on Sandman. Where's the Lizard at?
Right.
Where's Lizard? So no Lizard, even though he supposedly fell through with them, but sprays water on Sandman. He goes down the drain. He leaves a note. That's poor writing. That's what that is.
Yep.
That's poor writing. That's like you said, fan fiction, poor writing. That doesn't even jive or connect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got another Mixed Special Sauce. What's up, bro? What's up, Mixed Special Sauce, man? What if those villains are in the TVA thing? Maybe Doc Strange is one of the timekeepers, or he is the one who put them there, and maybe in the end of Loki they get out. Well,
make for an interesting twist.
It would, but
I don't think they're capturing villains in the TVA.
Right, the TVA don't care if you're good or bad. If you're misplaced out of time, they either capture you and then delete you. But you're not recruited. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't, like Strange. They wouldn't recruit Strange. It's out of if my memory serves me correct, in the TVA, like in the comics, it's only been a couple of people who's been recruited to actually work with the TVA. Deadpool was one. It's another guy called I think his name is Peacemaker or something like that. James Peace. You know what I'm saying? Because they're such a homegrown, everything is, they make their own agents. You know what I'm saying? They're born there, they're bred and trained and everything. So there's no need for outside interference or outside help for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it doesn't happen. So maybe if you're saying that there's a Strange who works for the TVA, but that wouldn't make sense either, I guess. Because I don't think there's multiversal counterparts in the TVA, if you understand what I'm saying. They all exist outside of time. They don't have a 616 counterpart or Earth 918 counterpart, anything like that. They're just TVA agents, timekeepers, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Or Minutemen, whatever. So I don't think they have a multiversal counterpart. That, I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Like you said, maybe at the end of Loki, it shows. But why Spider-Man villains? Or is that just a plot device? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
What's so special about Spider-Man villains that they're being plucked out of time? I don't know. But that's Mixed Special Sauce. That's I can't say you're wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, right.
I can't say you're wrong. This is all speculation. We're just trying to break down this leak. It's just, or whatever. Are we calling it a leak?
I think we call it I call it a misdirect, but
a misdirect.
Right.
Mixed Special Sauce says there are two more theories. What if there are 3 different Mysterios in each Spider-Verse? One with powers, one with weapons, and just the MCU one. One with powers, one with weapons, and then
it would make sense. It would make sense that there would be a different Mysterio.
See, my thing is, I think Mysterio really did know about the different timelines, because when he talked about
the story had to come from somewhere,
from somewhere, and the Skrull Nick Fury and the Skrull
they knew about it.
They didn't blink. They didn't blink at that whatsoever. So him saying that I'm from a different universe, I'm from this, that, and the third. Why would, you know what I'm saying? Why would he even try to make that up? He could have just been said, I've been affected by super soldier serum or anything, something like that, or just technology
in this universe.
Right. He could have did anything like that. What made him say multiverse or I'm from a different universe? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He says, and there is a Vulture in the Rami universe Morbius is in there, and maybe they wanted to redo Venom. You know what? I went back and looked at that Morbius trailer. I don't think that's Raimi's Spider-Man. I think that's Andrew's Spider-Man. The
Oh no, I think they're gonna tie it into the.
to
I
the
think it
Raimi.
makes, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for it to be Raimi with the, the horror aspect of it. But I'm just
And then
saying,
also the age of Eddie Brock.
uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And you look at the age of Michael
Yeah.
Morbius, right? Yeah, man. They're not in college. They're not at college. They're
Okay, well,
older.
what you saying that? Do you think they retcon that Venom from Spider-Man 3 and make it Eddie's Venom that we're getting in Venom?
Yes.
They do you think they figure out a way to do that?
I think that they're gonna retcon Spider-Man 3 completely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And in pulling, if they're gonna pull Alfred Molina from Spider-Man 2 right before he dies, that happens anyway.
Right. And that rewrites, yeah. That rewrites that timeline. That's okay.
Because we keep the word variant keeps getting thrown around. So these are variants.
Right. These are variants. And
right.
this is the timeline going crazy, going haywire.
Yep.
That makes more. It still doesn't explain why Spider-Man villains, but it does explain the time going, the multiverse going, the multiverse of madness title and everything like that. It explains that everything's just going haywire.
Branch.
What? But I'm still stuck on Strange plucking Peter out of the courtroom and putting him in the sanctum, and just and just leaving and letting him. Like, why would he leave? Because it was Peter, MJ, and Ned. Why would he leave them in the sanctum as kids to just run around the sanctum
unattended?
Right, when it's crazy shit in there. That makes no sense. And that's where he locks up. Like, to me, I don't think they would be able to get inside that door. Like, I'm pretty sure it would be a spell on that door so you couldn't get in there. Nobody in, nobody out, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. Said Mixed Special Sauce says it's either this movie is a Spider-Verse movie or just I don't know if he's saying sick ass movie or a suck ass movie just to wrap up his innocence. Me and Kobe said it. We said either this movie is just gonna be a real dope ass movie, or it's just gonna bomb and it's just gonna have too many. The thing about this multiversal stuff, it either make you look like a genius if done right. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? This branch is off here, this branch, and if they can keep the stories connected and everything linear and understandable for the audience, Kevin Feige or whoever all the writers is and directors and showrunners and all this stuff, they will look like geniuses. But all it takes is a couple of plot holes and things not adding up, and the movie, you know what I'm saying? Because us as fans, we already nitpicking. We already dissecting. We already, with our speculative nature, and we already playing detective. So, especially with these leaks, look at how we're going over this plot leak right now. We're going over this thing with a fine-tooth comb. What you were saying, Kobe?
Like I said, I still think that everything is like it's being planned very, very, very meticulously. And if you go back and look at just all of the Easter eggs that have been out there and all that they've actually released, like Marvel has actually released, not just not leaks, but what they have released. If you go back and just look at that stuff, it just makes sense as to how the story is going to go. No, what I'm saying? It just makes sense how it's going to flow. Like I said, things that keep sticking out like a sore thumb to me is when they said we're going to feel the effects of the snap throughout. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel that the snap and then the Avengers going and reversing the snap, that was, whenever it says that was supposed to happen, that's what that means. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The reversal of the snap. That's like I said, that's where I feel like that really makes sense.
Like, I mean, I get like I said, I agree with what you said. that you know it's supposed to happen. Okay, I get that, especially from a villainous standpoint. Yeah, I needed them to do that, but then that also means that what Loki did was supposed to happen. He was supposed to put because let's say because it'd be a different outcome if they did it actually from, you know what I'm saying, if everything worked like it was supposed to work, it would be a different outcome. If you understand what I'm saying, like it would be a different outcome. Or matter of fact, it might be an even worse outcome because Nebula, you know what I'm saying, that's the stuff with Nebula still happened. So it would be a even probably even worse outcome. Thanos probably would have got there faster or something like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I guess I like that the, you know what I'm saying, we talked about Peggy Carter, you know what I'm saying, in the chat earlier. I think that's real. I think that was meant to be Peggy Carter. I don't know if that's like a Captain Britain Peggy Carter or, you know, the What If Peggy Carter, whatever. But I'm gonna stick to what I think it's the actual Peggy Carter that was dancing with Cap at the end of Endgame, right? Like you and TVA came in, snatched her up, maybe even snatched Cap up. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, this old man Cap is a variant. Maybe he didn't get to put all the maybe that's why it's the multiverse of madness. He didn't get a chance to put out, maybe he thought he had put the stones back when time caught, you know what I'm saying, when time caught up. If you get what I'm saying.
I just, like I said, if you think about it, it makes sense. All, in the TVA, all the Infinity Stones that they had, that means somebody had to go and collect them from somewhere.
Right.
Why not, if this is the main continuity, he took those stones from different time periods, you know what I'm saying? He has all of them in one place at one time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as he goes back, grab him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Catch him blindside. Of course you catch him blindside. He's not looking for you. Right. He's going to put the stones back.
And he don't even know. Right. He don't even know.
Has no idea. Right.
Now, what if
Snatch? Right.
What if he got away though? Because he is a formidable fighter. What if he got away, but they took the case? That was
just stuck.
Right. And that would explain why he's old man Cap. You see what I'm saying?
But then that would make that a variant though.
Yeah, no, he would still be a variant because he's still a man out of time. No, he's still a variant. But you know, maybe once they got the stones, they didn't even care about Cap no more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there.
I got
Special Star says it's confirmed for the Sinister Six at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes, I won't necessarily say confirmed, but it's a hard.
It's hinted, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's etched. It's not etched in stone, but the ink is there, but it ain't dry yet. How about that? You know what I'm saying? My thing is who's the Sinister Six? You know what we didn't get in this leak, and I said it the last leak we read. Still no Kraven. Still no Kraven. I think this Spider-Man 3 is the prime opportunity to introduce Kraven, and you know what I'm saying, lead up to his own movie. So no Kraven. You talk about multiverse or just easy to, you know what I'm saying, a villain that you could just drop into this situation. Kraven would be the one.
Well, here's my thing. This leak says that he gets away. Do you really think they would stop chasing him if he got away?
Who?
They said he gets away in this leak. He gets away riding off one of the helicopters, and he gets into the back of the feast truck.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you'll have somebody like Spider-Man that the police can't catch, obviously. And they have J. Jonah Jameson, who has set up to where, he's got the perfect vendetta against him.
Right.
Why not hire Kraven, the best hunter in the world, to hunt Spider-Man?
To hunt Spider-Man. Well,
everybody's trying to catch Spider-Man.
You know what? Okay. He hides in the back of the feast truck, moving his mask, exhaustion. He rests on a pile of clothes he's sitting on. intro plays cut to J. Jonah Jameson. Some new Beck footage is leaked. Mentions the new Cap Shield statue, blah, 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 and then they're in court. So I guess that's suggesting that he got caught. Remember, where is he going? They know he's Peter Parker, right?
Right.
So where is he going?
So that means they're going to camp out at Aunt May's house. They're going after his friends. You know what I'm saying? All that.
So
all that, and they can't catch him. So if you how do you catch somebody who, like you said, the police can't catch on a normal basis? You hire somebody else that's super to catch him.
Right.
That's how I kind of feel like I said, everybody keeps saying, oh, well, these villains are going to be bad. No, I don't feel like they're going to be portrayed to be bad at first at all. Because if they're so bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just come here and just automatically start trying to fuck shit up for no reason.
Yeah, that
doesn't make any sense. You get a clean start. I can portray myself as good and then be bad in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I feel like the story, like the real misdirect is really happening.
Yeah.
Go and put on a good face, and then, you know what I'm saying, let's have a nefarious plan in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go back to where he lets them out of the let me see, where is it at? Ned and MJ explore the sanctum, comes across the door, leads to the multiversal, holding with strangers, keeping multiversal stowaways. Melina, Octavius, Fox, Electro. Ned engages with them, and they recount their deaths from their respective movies and claim to want fresh. There you go, want fresh starts in the MCU. This resonates with Peter, who rashly decides to let them go. He is then attacked by Ock. So why would Ock just attack if he just said, I want a fresh start?
Right.
He's attacked by Ock when Doctor Strange appears to protect Peter. Electro attacks Strange, who hold okay, so they just start attacking.
No,
right as Peter is letting them go.
Right.
They don't know who Spider-Man is, right?
Right.
So why are they attacking the guy who lets them loose?
Doesn't make any sense
whatsoever. That don't make no sense. Otto escape. Electro redirects the lightning to the ceiling, follows Otto while Strange protects Ned and MJ from debris. And then Strange should be right there to stop him.
Right. He already stopped him and put him in his prison.
Like,
why
where are they going?
He just do it again.
Yeah. Where are they going? Otto is on tentacles. He's running around on tentacles. Doctor Strange could fly. Electro could, maybe he don't catch Electro, but Doctor Strange, Doc Ock would have been caught.
If they keep trying to make this Doctor Strange strong enough to catch these people automatically, why can't he just catch them again? They're all right there.
And how did Peter let him loose?
Yep. How?
If it's a spell, right?
Yep.
The spell can only be broken by Strange, because that was the rule, right? When he was going up against Ebony Maw.
Right.
That's why Ebony Maw couldn't take the Eye of Agamotto.
Right.
Because it was Strange's spell. And since it's Strange's spell, even in death, that spell, you know what I'm saying, it can only be broken by the one who said the spell. So
exactly.
That's come on, man. See people, these holes, man. Poking these holes. Yeah,
right.
I guess that's why I call it leaks.
Yep.
Call it leaks. And that's why these guys hit me with this. Whoops.
Right. They're watching, then they see us tear this leak apart.
I know.
Yeah. They see us scratch the surface of the story. Yeah. Check us out.
Sony, come on,
let
Sony.
Let us come see it. Right.
Give me something. Let me know if I'm in the right direction, Sony.
Right. Right.
Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, Sony.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Okay, what am I seeing? Did I miss something? Okay, he's okay. Mick Special Sauce says, okay, wait, this is just speculation, but does the title colors look like it's combined with the Rami suit and Andrew's suit? I ain't even, let me check.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's see.
He said the title colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
see. Are you talking about just the title, right? Let me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I want to do. This right here, is it big enough? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hmm.
I can't really tell.
Yeah, I can't tell. Saying, does the title colors look like it's combined with the Remy suit and the Andrew suit? Yeah, I can't tell, man. What I'll do? I'm gonna pull up all the Homecoming and Far From Home. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Bring up that title. See if anything changed. Homecoming. I mean, if it is, that'd be a good catch, though. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. So this is, let me see, Far From Home. Let me move that out the way. XR, what up, man? What up? What up? What
It's
up?
good.
All right, so that's Far From Home right there, compared to that. Let me see. Got the red and blue. This one is it's different. And then that's yellow. So it's yellow, it's red. Well, this would be the first one, Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Spider-Man in the yellow, Spider-Man in the red, Spider-Man in the blue. Uh, that's a good catch, man. I don't know what it means.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it
but
means something.
but it means something. Yeah, the colors changed every title.
Yep.
It means something. It means something. So it's XR, man.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, XR. All right, XR. He says, "Did you hear they already tokenized Titana for She-Hulk? Also, they said they're going to bring back Abomination. I can't see them doing him justice in a comedy show. Yeah, Abomination is coming back. How did they
Yep.
tokenize Titana? She's an alien. I just want to know. I think she's an alien or from a different universe.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me know. Talk to me, XR. I saw the actor. And matter of fact, I think we showed her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we showed her last week sometime. I don't think she's tokenized. What? It's a female, man. What are you talking about? Just because it's a female of color? Nah, man. Not today, XR. Not today. Let's XR. Let's talk Spider-Man today.
Right.
Talk Spider-Man today. Let's not talk about tokenized characters.
She-Hulk, yeah.
Right.
We're
Let's
not
talk
on
Spider-Man.
She-Hulk yet.
Let's
Right.
talk Spider-Man. Let's talk Spider-Man. But back to these leaks.
Okay.
Where am I at? Okay. Yeah. So
I got a question for you.
yeah.
Now, with the title, No Way Home,
Okay.
you still think it's about the villains having no way home?
Yes and no. Okay, so according to the leak, it says Sandman would be home, Lizard wouldn't be home, and then you got the two Peters who are stuck in Ramy land, Ramyverse.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's about all of them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe maybe all of them need to find a way home. I think Osborn is going to end up staying in the MCU, kind of like what you said. That leaves Electro and who else? Who else was there? Electro and Ock. So Electro and Doc Ock are stuck with in the MCU. Lizard, Sandman are over there in Ramiverse. So I think it's everybody is stuck with No Way Home. Because until Osborn gets the arc reactor to go through the Statue of Liberty to create enough to build a bigger rift or the more stable rift or whatever, I think that's what the whole movie is going to be geared up to. You see what I'm saying? But my thing is, while Peter and everybody's on, or the two Peters are on the side of in Ramiverse, what is the Norman Osborn going to be doing?
I got an idea, Bill.
You know what I'm saying? With no Spider-Man in sight, none of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to be doing? You see what I'm saying?
Hold on 1 second. Let me look at something really quick. Mm-hmm. 1 second. Got that. 1 second. Keep looking here.
Bring it up. Find it.
I just kind of thought about something with the No Way Home thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking at it? I'm gonna address XR real quick. XR says they're going to turn She-Hulk into a bulky man-hating feminist abomination. Abomination is going to crack silly jokes with Green Banner. Titana was white in the comics. Titana was an alien in the comics. She wasn't white.
Here we go off topic again.
She was an alien, right? Let me double check. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Oh no, I take that back. Take that back. Mary McFerrin grew up scrawny and short statured, aspiring to be popular. Okay, so I take that back. I'm sorry, I take that back. But her race has nothing to do with her character. Once again, her character is all about being weak and now being strong, and now looking for everybody else who is strong to either fight or to copulate with. So my thing is, XR, I don't think the She-Hulk is going to be what you think is going to be. I think this She-Hulk is going to push the limits. I think you're going to get the swearing, I wouldn't say sex craved, but flirty, maybe flirting on the edge of sex, because Titana is all about sex too. You know what I'm saying? She wants, and the reason why I think Hulk is there is to be a counter to Titana. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. And her you know what I'm saying? She-Hulk is her nemesis, so why not? But nah, I don't care that old girl is playing Titana. That who cares?
Yeah,
man?
We're not on that. Yeah, we're trying to figure out this movie leak. Yeah, we're not on that right now.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be on that. As long as
right.
I think it's Jamila, Jamila, I think is her name. If she does a good job, I let her do. You know what I'm saying? Let her do a job. What's her name? Yeah, Jamila Jamil. Who cares?
Right.
She's dope. She looks good. She's pretty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. Back to Spider-Man.
Let's go.
Right.
There you go, XR. It says Tom Holland better become more mature and responsible after this movie. All right. Okay. Talking Spider-Man. More mature and responsible as far as what though? Like what do you mean more mature and responsible? Remember, this is still Peter Parker in high school. Remember that.
Mhm.
It's still high school Peter Parker. Back to the leaks. Back to the leaks. What you said you were looking for something. What you got?
Yeah, I'm looking at something real quick. I want to look at the whole slate of Phase 4.
Oh, okay. Okay. And see
Mhm.
how
How it plays out.
everything plays out.
Yeah, I feel like there's clues there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in order, it's Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, Black Panther, The Marvels, Ant-Man, Guardians 3, and then Fantastic Four.
Okay. Right.
Okay, and for the television series, we have. No, I want to see in order. Hold on. In order of release. That's what I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pull that up really quick. Okay. Okay. So it goes Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, Black Panther, Captain
Mm-hmm.
Marvel 2, or the Marvels. And then it says that Guardians, Blade, Ant-Man, and Fantastic Four
Okay.
all fit into this phase. And then all the shows as well. Um, we don't get we don't get Ant-Man until 2023, Quantumania. We already got WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. We're
Mm-hmm.
getting Loki, and then What If before um Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, okay. And so and then Miss Marvel. It doesn't say when it comes out, but I'm assuming we'll get Miss Marvel before Eternals as well, because it says late 2021 for that and Hawkeye.
Right.
So I'm just trying to look at this and figure the story out.
Are you trying to figure out if the
How then
multiverse is going to be messed up around the time of Hawkeye and Miss Marvel and the Marvels and stuff like that?
I'm trying to know what I'm trying to figure out is I don't think that our big bad.
Mm-hmm.
I,
It's going to be revealed until
no, I just kind of I didn't necessarily retract my theory,
uh-huh.
but I think I just kind of changed it.
Okay, about Kang.
Yeah,
Okay, what did you what are you changing it to?
I because you think about it like this. There were bads,
Mm-hmm.
but the overall big bad, you know, you didn't know about Thanos until you know what I'm
Avengers.
saying?
Thinking of
Yeah.
Avengers, yeah.
And
Right.
that was what phase 2, phase 3.
What was that phase 2? Yeah. No, Avengers should
Hold
have
on.
ended. Avengers should have ended phase 1.
Okay. So, yeah, the big bad had to be spread over multiple phases.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
So, I feel like we get I feel like yeah, we're on the right track as far as that, but I feel like our timeline is kind of needs to be stretched way out.
With
Way
with
out.
with these
Kang,
multiversal movies or just Kang in general?
just Kang in general.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I don't think, and that's why I had asked you, are you trying to figure out how the multiverse gets wrapped up? I don't think the multiverse gets wrapped up. Just
Mm-mm,
I don't think it's
mm-mm.
going to be Loki, what we got, Doc Strange and Spider-Man. I don't think that's not going to be the end of it. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like you said, Kang is going to be spread throughout at least 2 phases. He's got to be.
I think so too.
Right? Maybe they might do the full 3 just like they did with Infinity, because
Right.
what this is what Loki sets up. Loki sets up that time is the most powerful thing in the universe, right?
Mhm.
I think that's what Loki is trying to set up. You can't, you know what I'm saying? If you learn how to manipulate time, you'll be one of the strongest beings, or you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
things in the universe. The Eternals, I don't even think they're going to play a part in. I don't think they're going to play a part in the multiverse thing, though.
No, I think that sets up further.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Further.
Because remember, we talked about it's going to be like a three-headed snake with the MCU going forward. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think it might be four-headed. I keep saying external. The Eternals, they might even play their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Mhm.
I think the Eternals is just a one and done type situation.
Right.
Because I don't see Angelina Jolie coming back. I don't see a couple of those. Sam, especially like Selma Hayek is like in her 50s.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see her coming back. Um, I think it'll be split up into maybe they get some solo stuff, Black Knight situations. I could see Gemma Chan coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Reprising her role, but yeah, nah, I don't see another Eternals movie unless it just does spectacularly good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to blow things out of the water. But I think it's just a stepping stone to, like you say, pivot, rewrite some stuff, and get some things set up for maybe what are we on phase 4 or 5? Probably set up for like phase 5 or 6.
Mhm.
But Kang's gonna be stretched. We won't see a lot of him. We'll see him in Ant-Man, but I don't think he's gonna be the big bad in Ant-Man because they said they're bringing the Wasp, not Wasp, Yellow Jacket
Yellow
back.
Jacket.
So maybe Kang will make an appearance. Maybe he'll take over maybe the whole second act or something like that, but he won't be thwarted or he won't be stopped in Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
My whole thing is why even to me Ant-Man is the wrong. I won't say it's the wrong place to introduce Kang, but it's a weird place to introduce Kang. If you know what I'm saying. You get
Mm.
you know. I mean,
No,
I
not necessarily.
don't think
It's
so.
it's it's a weird place to introduce Kang, but not a weird place to introduce Immortus
Okay,
because he resides in limbo.
in Limbo,
What
right? Which
happens if
is
you go too far down?
down, right? Yeah. Okay. Right.
Where
Right. Right.
was
Right.
the original Wasp?
And you know what? That okay. Now that you said that, now that you say that,
I
remember there
always told you,
was
man. I told you that Ant-Man is a very, very, very important film in these
yeah,
films,
yeah, uh-huh.
and that's been the constant going forward.
Right, right. Yeah, no, now that you say that, remember it was a city or what something that looked like a city when Ant-Man was
Nope.
going down. Did you miss that?
No. Oh no. No. That's where. Think about it like this: time, right?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Limbo. Like
Right.
when
So
Ant-Man was going to where he was going, you know what I'm saying, to bring the original Wasp back, there was a
mhm.
city.
That's what I'm saying. Think about Loki.
Yeah.
Think about where they are.
So, oh, okay. So you think maybe that
That
city
when
was the
you
TVA?
shrink that down, boom, that takes them all the way to the future.
Hmm. Okay. I didn't, I never looked at it like that. That maybe that's the TVA, and you know what I'm saying, and the
Right.
quantum realm or whatever you want to call it. But it was a
Right.
city. They did show a city in there, and if they wanted to make a call back to that and say this is where TVA headquarters are, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that could
Yep.
work. That could work.
Mhm.
And time works. He kept saying time works differently here.
Mm.
He kept
I
saying
kept
that
telling you, man, Ant-Man is
over and
very
over.
important in this continuity. Think about it. If it wasn't for Ant-Man, there would be,
No time travel. Yeah.
nothing.
Hmm.
That was the anomaly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the anomaly. Ant-Man has been the anomaly.
Mm. Mm. Nah, that's good, man. That's a good connection.
And
That's a good
also,
connection.
think about it like this. The snap happened. You know what I'm saying? They came back. They showed his daughter.
Right.
She becomes Stature, right?
Yeah.
Who does Stature get involved with in the Young Avengers storyline?
Yeah. Iron Lad. Hmm.
Yep. So that telling you, man, like if anybody that's watching, you know, you got to think about it like this. If they're pulling from the comics, all of your meat and potatoes to pull from is right there.
Right.
It's all right there, y'all. You know, the story's right there. You just got to figure out how they're going to play it
How they're
together.
gonna play it, yeah. How they're gonna piece it together. That's another thing too, XR. You want them to pull from the comics, but you don't want them to be because
You don't want it to be verbatim
verbatim. You don't want the
because
audience
it'll
to
be
already know
boring.
what's going on. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I like to see at how they play uh the Phoenix or how they like, you know what I'm saying, the Infinity War and stuff like that, and the different the different outcomes and stuff like that. You don't want it verbatim. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Cause and that also is disappointing because if it's supposed to be verbatim and then it looks nothing like what's on the page, that's gonna be disappointing.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? What was that? 20 CR 172. What's up,
Mhm.
man? Is that right? How's it? 20 ECR
Yeah.
172 Vishal J. What's up, bro? What's up, man? What you got for me? I know we talking the Spider-Man leak. Do you know anything about these Spider-Man leaks? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me.
Mhm.
I'm a XR been posting. Let me go and check what XR been saying. Let's see. He says, so MCU Spider-Man will never get out of high school. He's asking that question. No, that's not what when I guess he's asking when I was talking about Tom Holland still being the high school Spider-Man. That's not what I'm saying. I don't know what time skips they would do. I'm just in relation to what you said about being a more mature, responsible after this movie. I don't know about him being more mature and responsible because he's still a high schooler and you still want him to have that innocence and still make the mistakes that he make. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a part of this Tom Holland Spider-Man's character is
Mhm.
he's innocent, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's still learning this journey. It's the hero's journey, so to speak, when it comes to this Spider-Man. The other Spider-Man were forced to grow up earlier than this. Remember, they didn't have a Tony Stark to guide them through anything. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They didn't have none of that. So Tom Holland Spider-Man is in your words has been babied. You know what I'm saying? His whole
Mhm.
MCU ride, he's been babied. Tony Stark has been there, or the Avengers has been there. Uh Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and uh Tobey Maguire Spider-Man has not. They just out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to be the best Spider-Man that they can be. And the mistakes that they make, they have to learn from them because there's nobody to hold their hand to teach them. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's how I look at it, man. But nah, I wasn't saying that he won't get out of high school. I'm pretty sure if Tom Holland continues playing Spider-Man, that they have to age him up. No matter, I know Tom Holland looks small or looks like a kid still. Sooner or later, he's not gonna look like a kid. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? He'll still look young, but he won't look like a kid. That facial hair starts coming in and it's stubble, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's something, even Harry, the dude play Harry Potter, he still looks like a kid, but he's grown. You can it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? He can't play Harry Potter forever. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why he stopped. A lot of these child actors, they know that they can't play that particular role or stay in that era forever because you just become a man or you just grow up, you know what I'm saying? And your voice gets deeper, you know what I'm saying? Just age, time catches up to you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I understand.
Uh yeah, not to deviate off of the Spider-Man script, but I was gonna do a little short on YouTube about it. Yeah, I saw that McFarlane said that he's gonna have HBO doing a Sam and Twitch show, and I think that's dope. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's animated. I think it's gonna be live action.
But
To
that's because
to
they can't get the movie. They can't get the funding for it.
Right, right. And I think he
Mhm.
wants to put something out there to let the
Yeah.
audiences know or
To
let
give the
everybody
fans
know,
something right.
right, to get things on and popping. Me, I think he should just do I think he should just do a Spawn animated series and maybe just do this Sam and Twitch live action and call it a day. And
Mhm.
then let that buzz fester and boil, and you know what I'm saying, once it boils over, boom, I'm gonna hit you with a movie or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I heard about it. And cool. Like I said, Todd McFarlane is my top three, and he's not two or three. I'm just a big Todd McFarlane fan, big Spawn fan. That I got Spawn right here hanging on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like Spawn and Spider Man. This Matter of fact, my holy trinity right here: Spawn, Spider-Man, Batman. Those are my guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I heard about it. Back to the leaks, though. Back to the leaks. I wish we got Act 3, man. I wish we got Act 3. That's what makes me think that this is just a hogposh of fan fiction and some of the previous leaks that, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so detailed. I think that's the reason why it's so detailed. You know, let me see. The Peters arrive at a house in Queens wearing civilian clothing. They discuss possibilities of who the note could be from, including the alternate Earth shield agents from MCU Peter, to which Andrew responds with a shudder. They knock on the door, which opens. Kristen Dunst, Mary Jane Watson. You know, we never got the explanation about because they said this Andrew Garfield Spider-Man was a college professor, but he just shows up. Where does he come from? Now that I think about it,
doesn't say.
Oh, it did. It said Doctor Strange brought in that Spider-Man to help. That's what it said. But why?
Right.
Why are you just plucking people out of the time stream? Strange, what's going on, man? Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Right, yep. Peter, Andrew. So he explains the multiverse to the two Peters and says he brought Andrew Peter in to help MCU Peter track down the escaped villains as Strange is too busy. What? But the villains wasn't escaped until...
Right. It doesn't make any sense.
What? Oh, man.
There's nothing
locked up. What? Okay.
There's nothing I can think of that will make this make any more sense than it. You know, it doesn't make any sense at all.
And why would Peter, who ain't never met Strange, and I'm talking Andrew Garfield's Peter, never met Strange, he doesn't exist in his world, you know, or he hasn't ran across him anyway. Why would he just be like, okay, cool, I come, you know what I'm saying, come into y'all's universe and help y'all out? What? No, I mean, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. I got a job over here being a college professor. I'm gonna just put everything down and help some dude that I don't know.
Right.
Nah. Nope. Because magic doesn't exist over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Nope. Because all his villains are, for the most part, either locked up or dead, right? You got Vultures locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm sorry, wrong movie. Lizard. What happened to? Did the lizard die? Lizard didn't die, did he?
No.
So you have Lizard. Lizard should have been locked up, though.
You know something? I just thought about something while you were saying that about Andrew Garfield. All of the you want to know something that's funny? All of the actors that have said, "Oh, I'm not in the movie. I'm not in the movie."
Mm-hmm.
Of all of them to say it and make the comments and everything, Toby has not.
Yeah, Toby hasn't said nothing.
Hasn't said anything.
No publicist, no nothing. Nobody
None
said. He hasn't said no, and he hasn't said yeah.
All the others have been, nah, I'm not in it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody always makes it seem like they're lying, but are they?
Right. No, I say, look, remember, what did we say the other day? Everybody gonna show up to this movie theater, you know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be Toby or Andrew.
Right.
Because they could have totally complete different actors playing these Spider-Man.
No, I think it makes more sense to not have a
not even have him,
not have a Spider-Man in the MCU at all.
Okay.
Have all these MCU villains running around, Spider-Man MCU villains running around with no Spider-Man to combat them.
Okay, you saying going forward?
Yeah.
Well, that makes
Wouldn't
sense.
that be a nice little misdirect? Because
that's what I said when you asked me about what the title means. Because now you got all three Spider-Man over the other side of the quote unquote temporal bridge, right? In the whole different timeline closed off. And that's what I'm saying. What is Norman Osborn, Doc Ock, and Electro up to on the opposite side,
Right.
the MCU side, so to speak? That's a lot of havoc, a lot of, like you said,
Chaos.
Him seeing that, okay, I can, like, okay, they put a big emphasis on Oscorp buying Stark Tower.
Right.
That meant something, not just, oh, now I got access to the arc reactor. No, that meant that Osborn's going to be playing a big role, a big part in the MCU coming up.
Right.
And I don't know if it's William Dafoe's Osborn or if it's going to be a totally brand new Osborn, but Osborn is going to be, you know what I'm saying, playing a huge
He has to be
role.
portrayed, right? Not as a villain, I don't think. Not at first.
No, he might, right? Like you said, he might not be a villain because he needs people to trust him, right? He needs to gain that trust, like you said, to run for mayor or to run, you know what I'm saying, to become the head of Hammer or the head of Shield or whatever it is that they're going to try to. He has to become the head of something outside of Oscorp. Governor, something, senator, something where he has access to maybe military or you know what I'm saying, how about governmental power,
right?
In order for certain aspects that me and you talked about are how things are supposed to play out, the Dark Avengers or the Thunderbolt, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. In order for him to be in charge of that, he has to be looked at as a good guy. The Norman Osborn persona. We might not there, like you said, there might not even be a Green Goblin in the MCU,
right?
But there will be a Norman Osborn,
right? Might just be, you know, and everybody keeps saying the Statue of Liberty is dressed up like Captain America. Iron Patriot has the same theme armor. You know, why not? You know, Spider-Man's completely out of the equation. Let me take over. They need a protector now. Iron Man's gone. I got a hold of this Stark Tech armor.
You know what? Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. I got a hold of this armor. Yeah. Oh, I am now going to be Iron Patriot.
Iron Patriot.
Right.
There you go. And it's, you know what I'm saying, it's an Oscorp building, but it used to be the Avengers building or whatever. Dark Avengers or Thunderbolts. There you go.
Right.
That's where they're gonna be. Right. That's where they're gonna be bunked at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, Kobe, I knew I brought you on the show for a reason, my guy.
Right, man. Like, it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody keeps talking about Spider-Verse this, Spider-Verse that. It's because that's what they want to see.
That's what they want.
And I feel like, but that's where the flip side of it is, you might get a Spider-Verse, but it's not going to be the MCU Spider-Verse. The Spum C Spider-Verse, that's your Spider-Verse.
Yeah, well, yeah, I always thought that, though.
That's why they keep saying it'll make sense after Spider-Man. Okay, well, we can have Spider-Man. He can come back every now and then, you know, or figure out a way to get back. But as of right now, y'all got him. We're setting up a different story.
To me, that's what made. Remember, I said that Toby dies, right? Andrew Garfield is the Spum C Spider-Man, and Tom is still MCU Spider-Man. But like you said, he's stuck on the other side. I think that's right. I don't think they get back. It would be perfect for them not to get back, because remember, Sony and Marvel, the deal that they got, we don't know exactly what the specifics is, but that deal might have been to actually end the deal. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That might have been the deal. All right, we need a ending point for Spider. You know, that would explain for Spider-Man not to be in the MCU.
And but not be dead.
But not be dead, right? And there you have it. That would be the easiest way to get rid of Spider-Man out of the MCU. And like you said, just Spum C Spider-Man or whatever we're calling it. Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland, either or. I say take your pick. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense to not have, like you said, to not have that Spider-Man in the MCU. But now we have Norman Osborn. Now we got Doc Ock. Now we got Electro. Now we got, you know what I'm saying, some of his rogue gallery running around New York City. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world, man. All the sense in the world.
If he can come back, you know what I'm saying, then they're solidified in this time period, in this timeline. Right.
And once the timeline gets fixed, however Strange does it or whatever, and I'm pretty sure it'll be around the same time that Sony and Marvel come up with another deal to have Spider-Man in the MCU. Watch. Watch. That's what's gonna happen. Because it only makes sense if I'm Sony. I'm like, all right, y'all have made enough money off Spider-Man. It's my turn to use the Spider-Man universe. It's my turn. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done had him. My turn to use Spider-Man how I want. The villains, Venom. I need Spider-Man and Venom to interact. I need Spider-Man and Morbius to interact. I need Craven and Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, these are villains without their counterpart, their hero counterpart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a villain is only as good as its hero counterpart. So that's you right, man. That's how I look at it. That's exactly how I look at it. Bingo.
Yep.
Another one broke.
Right. Smashed. Next.
Watch it come to fruition, man. Yeah, it's gonna come true. Watch. I 100%. I stand behind that 100%.
100%. Mark it right now. And that's the thing. If they, I hope that channel is still watching. I hope that they're still the Sony channel. Yeah. Hope they got somebody still watching.
Y'all still watching? We just busted y'all, bro.
Right.
Hey, don't copyright strike me, please. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, offer us a job. Yeah. Hey.
Right. Offer me a job, Sony. I'm here, man. Offer us a job.
For y'all, man. No doubt. Yeah.
Hey. Look, send us some screeners. We will leak what you need leaked out for you. You know what I'm saying? How about that?
Doubt. I'll be a representative for sure.
There you go. We'll help you out. We don't want to do this on the you know what I'm saying, be on the wrong side of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Do it the proper way.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, Sony said, whoops. Oh man. But you ready to wrap it up, man?
Yeah, let's go ahead and kill it. We ended on a good note.
Yeah, good note, man. Appreciate it. We had a lot of viewers today, man. I guess they was hype about these leaks, man. A lot of viewers, a lot of different people. Want to shout out Mixed Special Sauce, Diego Correa, XR. We know, you know what I'm saying? Always.
Right.
And Dylan Nacho and Caleb also, I'm sorry. And Caleb for checking in. And all the viewers who didn't comment, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can donate at my Cash App, which is Bluminati. That's $BLUMINATI. Or you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. And yeah, man, like this discussion was real. This was a real good discussion. And we do this every day, 9 o'clock, or every evening, I should say, 9 o'clock. Check in, man. Tap in with us and let's have this. Let's grow this channel and let's have these conversations. That's what we do.
No doubt.
Kobe, you got anything you want to put out?
I'm good, y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yep, see y'all tomorrow, 9 o'clock. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Peace.
Take it easy. Be safe.